Okay, for this video I'm going to be showing you how to fix your claw machine if it breaks. I'm going to be giving you a bunch of examples on how to fix your claw machine with a bunch of stuff that might go wrong with it. Word of caution, don't try this at home. I'm a trained professional. Wait, no I'm not. Wait, if you're not supposed to try this at home, what's the point of this video? Never mind what I just said. So yeah, here we go. So I'm going to show you how to fix your claw machine if something breaks down on it. There could be a lot of things to break down, and I'll show you how to fix them. So let's get started. First problem that we're going to start with is if your claw does not close when the claw descends to go to the prize. We're going to try for this bear right here, or donkey, sorry. And notice how when the claw goes up, it does not grab the prize and close on. So there could be a few things wrong with this. The first thing that you should check is check the wires up here. There's two wires going to the gantry inside here that go down here to the circuit board. If a wire is frayed or loose and you have to tighten it, you're just going to want to take the wire out. Ah, God! Just a word of caution again, before you start working on anything electrical, make sure you either unplug the machine, or if you have a certain machine, there could be a switch down here that you can unplug that stops power from going to any mechanical working part. Okay, let's try this again. So yeah, there's a wire going right here to go to the electromagnet that's in here, the claw coil. The coil could be bad, or it could just be a wire connection that isn't good anymore. Okay, so what we need now is we're going to need a screwdriver for this. So you're going to have to take a Phillips or a flathead screwdriver, whatever is on your claw assembly on the top that holds the claw on and holds the string on. You're just going to want to unscrew this right here, just like this. You're just going to want to unscrew the claw top so you can access the magnet and the two wires that send power to it to make the claw close. Ah, crap. Oh, God. Oh, shoot. Gosh dang it, drop the camera now. Oh, no. Okay, make sure you don't drop the screws because these screws are sometimes very expensive. So, once again, after you get one screw undone, you're just going to want to take... Oh, wrong screwdriver. Okay, you're just going to want to take your screwdriver and go to the claw assembly up here, and you're just going to want to unscrew it. Make sure you hold on to the claw because you do not want the claw falling. Oh, dang it. Okay, I would recommend putting your screws in a little bucket or bin so you don't end up losing them. Okay, so once you do this, you should be able to just put your claw upside down and shake your magnet out. Put your claw somewhere safe. Now here's your claw coil. It might look something like this, or it will have some wrapping around it. You're going to want to check these wire connections. Now it might be zip tied, so you're going to have to snap the zip ties off. Always make sure that you have some more zip ties. So you're just going to want to snip your zip ties off, and then make sure that this wire is connected down here and they're connected in the center. So yeah, you might be able to... Oh, jeez! God! It's hot, 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 hot. I swear I turned the power off, gosh. Okay, so I recuperated myself. So here's some electrical tape you're going to want to take to make sure that the wire connections are good once you fix them, if that was the problem with the claw not closing. So here's some electrical tape. You're just going to want to take a small section of tape, not very big, cut off about 1.5 inches. Ow, gosh. Okay, so I got a band-aid for this. Okay, so after you get your magnet taped up, if that was the issue with your machine, you're just going to want to take your claw assembly and put the magnet back in. Just like this, and then push the wire down through the groove of your claw. Then take your screwdriver and put it back in here. Make sure everything is in position. You do not want to have the claw falling off. Lucky enough, I was able to find my screws right here. So what you're going to want to do is you're just going to want to put your claw back up here. Find the little rod, just like this. So now that your claw is reattached, you're just going to want to test your machine and see if the claw closes again. Okay, so if you turned your machine off or unplugged it, you're just going to want to hit the switch again. Oh gosh! Touch the wire. Okay, now let's just put a credit on it and do a simple test for a prize and see if we fix the machine. It looks like it's a weak piece of junk like a sugar loaf machine, but it's fixed, so that works. If your claw machine does not turn on, this could be a few problems. You could have something wrong with your circuit board, you could have something wrong with your power supply, you could have a transformer issue, or just a power issue altogether. Your cord could be frayed for your power cord. Anything could be wrong with it. I'm just going to do a couple simple tests. Right here you're going to see that there's some cables right here with some screw heads on top of it. If you have a power tester, you're going to want to put the power tester as the machine's plugged in, even if it doesn't turn on. Put the power tester on all of these screw heads to see if power is going to be given to any one of these. So here's my power tester right here. It just beeps and dings around if there's power on something. So what we're going to do is we're just going to touch it to a couple of these and see if there is any power. Okay, that one looks like it has power. Looks like that one has power. Okay, that one also has power. Now we're just going to do one last one and see if this one has power. Gosh dang it! I think I was touching the end of one of the wires. That wasn't good. Okay, when you're doing this, make sure that you do not touch one of the colored wire ends that go over here to this side of the machine, because there's a slight chance you could get electrocuted if there's power going to one of these. So if all of these are conducting power, then you probably have something wrong with your circuit board. So this is the normal circuit board inside of the machine. There are these fuses here. You could have a fuse that could be out. There is usually there's about 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 fuses on a machine, or more or less, depending on what kind of machine you have. So you're just going to want to make sure these are all very tight in there and none of them are slipping out, or you could clean them a little bit and clean them, put them back in, etc. You can do a lot of stuff to them. So what you're going to want to do just to test these, you're just going to want to look at them, make sure they're all clean, make sure one doesn't look burnt out. You could replace them all. They're not extremely expensive, and if that doesn't work, you could return them if you wanted to, if it does not fix the problem. A power resistor could be out. They look like this. Jeez. Whew. I don't know why I'm not turning off the power on this thing. It's kind of stupid, isn't it? Okay, let me flip this power switch once again. There, it is off for good. So yeah, so it could be one of these resistors, or it could be just your memory board right here that makes the machine turn on. So you just want to make sure that's... Jeez. I think I just turned it... Oh, how was there power going to it? Oh, oops, I flipped the wrong switch. Okay, let me flip the right... There we go. Okay, now the power is definitely off. So yeah, there's just those normal things that you're going to want to check out. Make sure all your wires are plugged in, all that kind of good stuff. So yep, that's it. That's it on the circuit board. And if your machine does not turn on still, you're going to want to take it to somebody that actually knows what they're doing. Okay, so let's go up here. Say you put a play on your machine and the claw doesn't move, say right or left, but it moves forward and back. So we're just going to put a simple play on the machine, and I'm going to go forward and back. Does that no problem. But when you take your joystick and move it to the left or the right, you can see that the claw does not move. So that could be something up in the gantry, and the circuit board is not sending power to it to tell it to go left or right. Most likely it isn't that. Most likely it's something to do down here that has to do with the joystick wires. So yeah, so to fix this, you're just going to want to check all your joystick wires and make sure these are fully connected down here. And you're also going to want to make sure that all the wires up here go to here, that all the wires in here are connected. So there's just a couple screws in here that you can take off and make sure that everything is connecting to the motors correctly. There's not a loose wire in the motors. So the best way to test this is to really just get up in there, and there is a red and a black wire connected here, and if these are loose or falling out, you can just kind of pull on them just very little, just very slightly. And if one falls out or looks like it's really loose, then you're just going to want to unscrew this plate and the back plate, take these side panels off, so it just shows all the inside guts. So I'm just going to try to pull on this wire a little bit and make sure it isn't loose by any means. Oh, God. Oh. Oh, crap. Oh, God dang it. Oh, crap. Oh, oops. Okay, Spark caught this. Okay, Spark caught it. What do I do with this? What do I do? What do I do? What do I do? Okay, it's gone. It's out. It's out. So yeah, so you're just going to want to make sure that all the wires are connected in here and nothing is being frayed or it's loose. Say that you're moving your claw around and it goes makes some sort of a grinding noise like that's usually either a bad gear or your trees or your tracks need to be greased or oiled very, very badly. If it sounds like something on a Silent Hill, that's not good. So what I usually use for this is either a Q-tip or a small sponge will do the trick. And add your favorite grease or oil to it. So this is what I usually use. I just usually use a regular Q-tip and then a little container to keep my grease or oil. And then I usually just dip the Q-tip in that and then just wipe it on the tracks, or you can, like I said, you can dip a sponge in it and then use the soft side of the sponge. My choice of lubricant is going to be this Hungry Jack Original Syrup Mix. So what you're going to want to do is just going to want to use just a very small amount of this. This stuff is very slippery, and it also causes very good traction because it's somewhat sticky. So you're just going to want to take just a small serving of this and dip your Q-tip right into this, just like that. Roll it around a little bit like it's some spaghetti. Now you're going to want to take this and you're just going to want to put a very small amount onto your track because this will make it run a lot smoother. So just get this very good, get it all smeared on there, and then just get it in one spot. You could do multiple spots, and then but the wheels will pretty much just soak it up and bring it all over the track, bring it out throughout the whole thing. Yep. So now your machine should be working very good and smoothly. You're just going to want to put a play on it. Hear that? Listen to that. Do you hear that? I don't hear it. See how smoothly that's working? Now I'm just going to try this brine to do a simple test. Yep, weak as a sugar loaf. Perfect! So yeah, now you should be good. Just load some plays on your machine here. And get to playing. Oh, jeez! Ah, God. So yeah, that's about it for this video. Make sure you give this video a thumbs up if you liked it. Comment, rate, and subscribe. See you next time.